Hey everyone, it's JG here with Earth-5D Ascension School, back for another teaching where you are the light, the path, and the way forward, friends. I'm excited to be here with you today. It's been a few weeks. Welcome to my channel. Welcome in. Today we're going to talk about raising our vibration. Yeah, okay, we always do, but today we're going to talk about it in a new way. I've been really thinking a lot about faith and what it means to have faith and God, source energy, whatever religion you are. The Christ conscious, I believe, is unmistakable, and it flows through many different channels, right? Through many different organizations and many different people, and it's unmistakable because you feel the peace that it brings. You feel a gentle but forceful love. The Christ consciousness is something that I would like to invite you to on this channel. So I was thinking about a particular Bible passage. You don't have to have read the Bible or even know anything about it or even care for it to understand this teaching. The teaching is in James, and it says something like this. It's faith without works is dead. Just like a body without a spirit is dead. And when you unpack that statement, basically what it's saying is that you can tell someone, oh, have faith, right? You can say, I have faith, right? You can say, go have faith, right? Your faith will save you. Faith in God will help you and save you. But if you don't have actions that stand behind that faith, or if you're just teaching or just preaching, and you don't have the action, which is love, right? Which is acceptance, peace, expansion, and joy behind your words, then it's sort of like just a dead point. It's just a dead topic. And it's just sort of like dead faith. And so faith without works is dead means that when someone is in need of something, you can't just say, pat them on the head and say, oh, go have faith and that will save you. Right? You need to give people what they need so that they can be saved, right? So if someone's hungry, you give them food. If someone doesn't have clothes, you give them clothes. If someone doesn't have, happiness in their heart, then you give them a hug, right? So I think this gets really lost because of what we try to portray ourselves as, right? We try to pretend sometimes like, oh, we are this, we are so devout, we are so ascended, right? We are so X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, what we have in our heart to give to people is really what shows our faith. It's really what shows others what love is, right? And so why should we even care, right? Why do we even care? And the reason why we want to care is because we can idly think, I want to live a 5D life, right? Meaning I want to live a higher vibrational life. But if you just say those words without doing anything about it, it's just idle words. So when we want to live from a higher vibration, when we want to live from a higher perspective, you could think of dimensions as perspectives. And there's very material, dense dimensions, like the third dimension, very heavy, physical, right? Existence. That's what people mean by life is hard, right? It is in the third dimension, right? It's you work, it's grinding it out, it's dealing with emotions, it's dealing with other people, it's, feeling kind of like the gravity, the gravity and the gravity of life, right? When we think about higher dimensions, it's higher perspective. It's a different point of view. It's the POV. It's just a different point of view. And so your point of view when you're trying to come from a vibration or higher dimension is to look at things in terms of not just saying idly what you want, right? And not the whole speaking things into existence thing, it's important what you say, but it's even more important what you do. You could say, hey, I want to love myself, right? And then you go do something to your body. Like, here's just an example. I want to love myself. And then I go out and like feed myself things that are harmful to me. Or say, I want to have love in my life. And then I do things that aren't loving to other people. And so when we're talking about Christ consciousness, when we're talking about higher love, Steve Winwood, bring me higher love. When we're talking about higher love, we're talking about higher consciousness, then we're talking about what you do, not exactly what you say. Fine. Say things, right? Say, I love you. Say, I love me. Say, I want to live from a higher vibration. Great. But then back it up, right? Back it up with the actions. Because just like a body without a spirit is just a body. Same is faith without showing it. And so why is faith important to us, right? Because we can't do this alone from just our perspective. We need that higher connection to source energy, that higher connection to God. That's what we rely on. It's our faith. And you might say, I don't believe in Christ consciousness, or I don't even believe in God. Then, okay, do you believe in goodness? Do you believe in the power of love? Because again, you could say, I have faith in Jesus, I have faith in Muhammad, I have faith in God. Okay, but unless you actually show what that love does, then it's just kind of meaningless. If you don't give people the things that they need and say, you should just have faith. Okay, well, why should anyone listen to you, right? Why should you listen to you? So it's a thought today to think about how you are framing out the Christ consciousness in your life. Think about how you're framing out Christ consciousness in yourself. If you want to live from a higher point of view, if you want life to become simpler and easier, how can you do things that promote what you speak? How can you show the work behind something to bring your faith alive, to bring your words to life? Spoken word, great, right? We want to say positive things. It's no doubt that when you say negative things, it's not going to help. It's definitely no doubt when you do negative things, that's not going to help either. That ain't going to help either. So we're talking about faith with action. We're talking about connecting to source energy inside oneself. Connect to the love. Validate the love. When we are left alone to our own devices, if we were left alone to our own devices, many of us would be really struggling, right? Many of us wouldn't maybe not even be here, because it's our faith, even in something, and it's the support of this something that supports us. And sometimes we don't even know what that something is, that brings us life, that brings us guidance. And even if you don't have faith and you don't have religion, so what? What about love? What about peace? What about being kind to others? Those are the works you're looking for. Forget about what you say, right? In terms of, I am this, I am that, beauty in my chest, right? What are you actually by what you do? Because when you start to examine that and you start to look at that, then you see your connection to higher frequency grow in yourself and for others. All right? So that's my message today, friends. I hope it has assisted you. If you have questions, if you need help connecting to source energy in your own life, connecting to God, connecting to the Christ consciousness, I offer one-on-one coaching, maybe where it fits. I have a form on my website listed here. I hope you have an amazing day, and I wish you the very best, and I offer you the most blessings that it's easier for you to connect to the loving things that you need to give yourself and others to live in that higher vibrational place. All right, friends, take good care. Lots of love. Bye for now.